Hi, welcome to episode 34 of the Stress Knits podcast. I'm Stacy, also known as Stress Knits on on Ravelry, and Stacy Elston on Instagram. Hi guys, so today is December 21st. It is the first day of winter, the winter solstice. That's my favorite day of the year, so I thought, why not do a podcast today? So as many of you, if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming by, and if you're a new viewer, thank you so much for stopping by and spending some of your time with me today and just listening to me talk about my favorite thing to do in the world. So if you've been with me for a while, you know that I am engaged and I'm getting married in 17 days. I'm so excited. I do this because it's stressful. Loud car. Because it's stressful. If any of you have ever planned a wedding, it's stressful. But I am over the moon excited. I'm very ready to be married to Doug. So, yeah, so like stress has just been getting to me a lot the past few days and today especially, but it being my favorite day of the year and just knowing that I get to marry my best friend in 17 days, I just thought I would do this to kind of calm my nerves, relax, take a breath, and just kind of talk about stuff I've been knitting because that is what's bringing me joy at the moment. I was watching Andy of Andre Sue Knits and Sue of Legacy Fiber Arts and Legacy Fiber Knits podcast, which, hi ladies, and they're just making me so happy because they're talking about their spinning and their crochet blanket, and it just brought me so much joy today, so thank you. I love it. And also thank you to everybody that's doing Vlogmas. You guys are awesome. I would not have the energy to do that. Yeah, so anyway, happy first day of winter. Happy winter solstice. Christmas is in 4 days. It's so stressful. Coffee, iced coffee with pumpkin spice still because we still have it near me. So, okay, it's really good today. Okay, so I have a lot to talk about. I have quite a few finished objects. I have a hoe, I have some works in progress. My knitting has been very wedding oriented because I'm knitting some things for the wedding, but I'm knocking them out really fast. So we'll talk about those. We'll talk about the shop a little bit. It'll be at the end, so if you're not interested, it's not a big deal. This will be way less rushed than last time because I have today off. So before we jump into it, I just want to give you a life update. So since August, I have been working 2 jobs between 60, 70 hours a week, long days, like 7:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. or longer. Like, it has been horrible. I finally left one of my jobs, and I'm really excited about it. It has relieved so much stress. My acne started going away. Like, it was hard. But luckily, like, with the support of like my family and Doug, and they're just like, yeah, like, if it's toxic, get out. But I mean, you know, I need to make up that income. So I will be working much more at Starbucks, and I also got a part-time job at my local yarn store, which I'm starting in January after the honeymoon. She is amazing. It's the best yarn store in my area. The only one that I think would compete with it is Spun in Ann Arbor. I've never been there, but I love their array of fiber that they have there. They have Brooklyn tweed, and I'm obsessed. So I'm really excited because we're kind of revamping the store and making it more accessible to like a younger crowd, and doing a lot of like charity knitting. And I'm working with the owner and her daughter and another woman I have not met yet, and I'm just so excited. I'm so excited that I get this opportunity. So yay, yarn stores, because it's gonna be so much fun. I'll also be teaching some classes. Yeah, so it's gonna be really cool. So if you are in the Metro Detroit area, check out A Fine Yarn. It's in Livonia now, but it used to be in Plymouth. It's kind of on that weird Livonia-Plymouth border, if you know what I'm talking about. But check it out. Swarren is amazing, and I love her. And yeah, you guys just need to go there, because they're getting some really cool stuff. Yeah, so I'll keep you guys updated. I'm going to try to get hedgehog fibers in there, so we're talking to them. We'll see what happens. Anyway, okay, so that's what's going on, and then I'm getting married in 17 days. Okay. I need to stop ranting. It's like I haven't talked to people in a long time. I'm good. Yeah, so finished objects. Actually, I'll talk about what I'm wearing first. This is my exploration station. Actually, I'm not in love with the way that's on me right now. So this is my exploration station. I showed it off on my last podcast. I blocked it, but I don't have blocking wires, and I don't have like, I want the Knitter's Pride blocker things, because I feel like I don't have the patience for blocking wires, so I feel like those would be more suited for me. But I love it, and I love it so much. Succulents by Vine, which is the minty green color, it's this one, is my favorite thing in the entire world. I love it. I love it so much. I love where I put the colors. I kind of just want to show this off again, because I'm so proud of it. This is actually what I knit for a cow that we have going in the group that I haven't talked about in forever, because my mind has been all over the place. In the Stress Knits Ravelry group, we are hosting the Just Knit It Cow, in which you just knit it. Your first brioche project, which is what I did. I started off with the Lamoya shawl, or the squishy shawl by Mina Phillip, but it got a little too labor intensive for me, and my brain didn't want to do that after long days of work. I'm still working on it, slow but steady. It'll probably be done next year sometime. It's not a priority at the moment, but so that was my first brioche project. But then when that started dying down in steam, I was like, you know what, I've always wanted an exploration station. I'm just gonna do it. And it has brioche in it, and I've never done an I-cord before, so I just did it. And that's the whole purpose of the knit along. It's just to get you to just knit it. Stop making excuses, and don't be afraid of new techniques, and just do it. And so this is mine. That is running through the end of the year. I think I'm going to leave the threads open until after my honeymoon, so around January, I don't know, 15th, 18th, somewhere around there. I'll close the thread. Let's do 18th, January 18th. I'll close the thread, and then I'll draw for prizes. We have amazing prizes. Yeah, so we have project bags, we have yarn, and it's just awesome. I'll show those off maybe next time I podcast. I don't have them all with me. They're in my new office space that I have, because Doug's amazing, and he let me kind of have the second bedroom for Stress Knits headquarters, which is really exciting. But yeah, so this is Exploration Station by Stephen West. Vine Yarns and Fiber Story and Bohemian Chic Fibers, I believe that's what her company is. Fiber Story and the Bohemia Chic Fibers I got at the Ann Arbor Fiber Expo this fall, and they're both Michigan dyers, so they're both local. And then Vine for succulents and Venus flytrap. I love the shawl. Highly recommend it. I'm trying to figure out how to wear it still, because it's giant, But I'm just gonna, sure. I just like that it's so cozy and it keeps me really warm in these cold Michigan winters. I guess you could wear it like this too and it'd be cozy. Actually, I might do that just around the house because it's warm. But I like to wear my shawls that are kind of blankety sized off to one side. That's pretty much it. Yeah, so that's what I'm wearing, and we're almost 11 minutes in, so let's talk about what I finished. So for my bridesmaids, they're my two sisters, my two best friends. I'm knitting all of them a hat. I knit the Cozy Head Happy Head hat by Joji Locatelli, and I kind of modified it on accident and did the cables much smaller than they were supposed to be, so like that's one of them. And then I finished number 2, and this is just a simple beanie. I don't even remember what numbers and like why I cast it on. I did it and it fits, and I just have to wash it because I wore it a few times because it got really cold, and I don't have, this is a chunky weight hat. This is Madeline Tosh in fog? No, that's not right. I don't remember what this color is, but I got it during Eat Sleep Knit's Black Friday sale. I was super lucky and got like 25% off of my order because they do the thing where you get a mystery percentage off anywhere from 10 to 100% off, and I got like 25, which is really exciting. Yeah, so this is just Madeline Tosh, chunky. It might be like steam something. I don't know, but I love it. I love the stitch definition in Madeline Tosh, and the chunky weight made it go by super fast. I knit this in like 2 days. So 2 hats are done, 2 more to go. Yeah. So there's that. I will show you what I'm working on in the yarn for the last one in whips. So there's that. And then the big kahuna that I finished is my mom's shawl for my wedding. So my mom wanted something to wear with her dress at the wedding to kind of make it special. So I dyed a skein of yarn that was based off the wedding, and she really loved my Pure Joy, so I just knit her a Pure Joy. And this is out of 3 yarns. It looks like 2, but it's 3. I haven't blocked it yet. I need to find space to do so, but so there is the one end, and then it just grows and grows and grows and grows and grows. Yeah, so this is my mom's Pure Joy. The main color, the pink, is my hand-dyed yarn Stress Knits on my Sparkle Sock base in the Always You colorway, because that is the song I'm walking down the aisle to by Ingrid Michaelson. Yeah, so there is that, and then the stripes are the eyelet stripes are Jinx yarn in charcoal, and then the bottom band is Madeline Tosh Merino Light in, no, I always want to say panther, it's leopard. Yeah, so that is my mom's Pure Joy. It's gonna block out nice and big. So yeah, that is done. It was on the needles for a very, very long time, but I just kind of sat down and decided to knock it out this week, so I did. So there is my Pure Joy, and those are the only 2 finished objects I have. So my hoe, so I'm taking breaks from wedding knitting and doing some Christmas sock knitting for myself. I have an obnoxious amount of Christmas yarn, and I bought it all this year. But the first thing that I wanted to knit with was my Jinx yarn gingerbread house. This is like the yarn to have since last year, and it didn't die down. I think it really started with Laura of the Fawn Knits. I copied her shamelessly and did the pink heel and toe, and then Kristen of Volenvine did it, and Sarah of Love Sock Wool did it, and Candace did it, and I can't help it. I had to shamelessly copy my favorite people. So here is my first gingerbread house sock. Jinx Yarn Gingerbread House. If you didn't know, I got it on Strong Sock. And then this is Knit Pick Stroll Fingering in Dogwood Heather. And I did a Fish Lips Kiss Heel, which I don't like, and I found out that I don't like it because I never knit my foot long enough. Magic. So I knit my foot the correct length, and this fits like a glove. I still love a heel flap and gusset, but I think with self-striping I'm just gonna keep doing Fish Lips Kiss because I really love the way it looks. I'm really stuffy. I don't have a cold or anything, I'm just gross because the weather is gross outside. I love winter, but when it's wind chill of like -17, I'm done. I love it when it's like 15 out. It's so like, it's chilly, but it doesn't hurt you when you go outside. I don't like when it's in the negatives. Yeah, so I'm in love with the sock. I have not started the second one. The Cake of Yarn is right here. I haven't started the second one. I don't know when I'm going to, but number one's done. I'm kind of taking a page out of Sarah of Love Sock Wool's book and just kind of knitting what's making me happy right now because stress is killing me. So, yeah, so I just knit this and then I cast on a different Christmas sock, which I will show you, I guess now. So that is it for anything that's like finished or half finished. Yeah, so then, and this is part of Stash Enhancement. I love Laura of The Fawn and the Fox. I love her colors, I love what she knits, and I don't buy enough of her yarn, so I decided to just get some. So this is her label, which is adorable. And I haven't had her Stellina base yet, which is her Magpie base, and I got the Oh Christmas Tree colorway. Or Christmas Tree, not Oh Christmas Tree, just Christmas Tree, and her Magpie. And I started another Christmas sock. So here it is in the cake. And it's gorgeous. It is, like, when I think of what Laura's house would look like at Christmas, this is it, and I love it. So here is my sock. I pretty much did this in like a day. I'm doing this intermittently. I'm so stuffy, it's making things sound weird, at least in my head. Sorry for sniffling. Yeah, so I've been doing this intermittently with my wedding knitting, and it's just a happy sock. I love it. The colors they're gorgeous, and I love the way it's knitting up. So these are making me really, really happy right now. And I'm knitting them on my size US 1s, 2.25 millimeter Knit Pro Zings, because I love these needles. I love them so much. I really do. But again, Sarah of Love Sock Wool is my enabler. She always has been, she always will be. When she posted about Signature having the sock needles, the fixed circular sock needles, I ordered them. They're gonna be here tomorrow or Friday. And I'm really excited. I'm gonna use them for my Christmas Eve cast on. They will be my first signatures. I got the 5-inch 32 cord US 1 stilettos. So I am so excited to finally have some signatures. I've played with signatures at a yarn store here in Michigan, and the yarn store's cool, but I think the only thing I would go there for are the signature needles, and they're a little out of my price range, but I just I kind of decided to treat myself in a weird moment. Yeah, so I bought some signatures and I love them. and I don't even have them yet. I just love the way that they look, and they're just so classy, and I love them. I'm so excited. So those are coming. But yes, Fawn and the Fox yarn, I cannot recommend more. I love it, and I love the way that this yarn is knitting on a US 1. The gauge it's perfect. So I love that. What else am I knitting on? So my third hat for my bridesmaids. This is Madeline Tosh Chunky again, but this is the Celadon colorway. So this really pretty like winter mint color. I love it. I love it so much. So I did a fairly long ribbing, and then I'm starting the body of the hat, and I'm just doing basically Hermione's Everyday Socks, that pattern, but I'm doing a lot of knit rows between them. I think I'm gonna do about 5 knit rows between. You can't see it yet because I only did the first pattern row, but that's the ribbing. This is my stitch marker from the Hey Sister ladies. This cute little hexagon. Yeah, and I'm knitting these on High Sharps US 9s. The brim was on a US 7. So that's that. Not too exciting at the moment. Well, I guess I'll talk about this now. It's not what I was going to talk about, but I will. Just because I picked it up. I'm all tangled. Okay. So the last hat that I will be knitting is also Madeline Tosh Chunky in the Modern Fair Isle colorway, and I think I'm going to do another Cozy Head Happy Head and just call it a day because that was a really fast hat. I'm going to do it the correct way with the longer cables. Tabby of Hey Sister podcast just posted a picture of her Cozy Head Happy Head hat, and I just want to knit one again. So I think this is going to be the last one. And I want to get Madeline Tosh Chunky in Birch, which I love. I love that color so much, and knit one for myself. So that's a future goal. And the last thing I'm knitting is the tie my dad will wear at my wedding. So I'm knitting ties for the dads, my dad and Doug's dad, because I love them very, very much. And I started this last night. I don't know why it took me so long to cast this on. They should already be done. This will be done today or tomorrow. This is from the stitch marker to here is what I knit today, and then yeah. So this is the wedding necktie pattern by Susan B. Anderson, and you guys were right. You just do a slip knot, and I was just self-conscious and thought it looked weird. But the more that I knit it, the more it straightened itself out. So yeah, so it's like a real tie, which is really cool. It's a nice little seat stitch pattern. I'm using US 3s or 4s. I forget. This is Quince & Company Chickadee in the Petal colorway. So this will be my dad's. And then I don't have Fred's, but his is going to, Doug's dad is going to be a gray, and it's Brooklyn Tweed Arbor. Yeah. So I love this so much. I think my dad's really gonna like it. And I've knit a tie for Doug before, and the way that they block out, they stretch so much. So I'm almost done. Because the length that you need to knit it, I'm pretty much there. So I need to measure this and then start knitting the tail. And yeah, so my dad's wedding tie, and here is the cake. I love Petal. I think it is the most gorgeous color. I kind of want a sweater out of it. I want all of the Quince & Company sweaters. It's my favorite sweater yarn, and it's so affordable. I love it. So yeah, so there is that. What else am I working on? I did work on my blanket. It's over there because my friend has been cuddling up with it every night. Let me grab it really fast. Sorry for showing you my butt. Yes, so my Cozy Memories blanket, I'm still obsessed with it, but it's kind of taken a back seat. I really wanted this done before I moved in with Doug. It doesn't look like that's gonna happen. I don't think I can finish this in 17 days and get all of the wedding knitting done. I could do one or the other, and the wedding knitting is just important to me. So this is gonna have to wait to be finished while I live here. Yeah. So knit a few squares, and they all have their ends not woven in, so that makes it easy. So let's see. This is a Gale's Art sock blank. It is the Dino. I showed it last episode, I believe. If not, I love that sock blank. It's gorgeous. This is Knox Yarn Co. I bought a mini set, and she sent one for you guys. I just forgot to bring it over, but that's gonna be for my Podiversary episode, which will be after my honeymoon, because I've almost been doing this a year. So thank you guys for helping me like keep this going and making me feel, I don't know, part of this community. So sappy, but thank you. So Knox Yarn Company, which I am obsessed with. This is one of her minis. Oh, I knew the colorway and I forgot it because I was between, this is what happened and this is why I bought the mini. So Doug and I were driving back on Black Friday from Indianapolis from Thanksgiving, and she was having a shop update. I think it was Black Friday or maybe it was Saturday, I don't remember. It was kind of a long time ago at this point. But I was between this colorway and Flicker, which is white, and it's kind of similar to Modern Fair Isle, but not at the same time, and it's gorgeous. I'm like, I would knit a sweater out of Flicker by Knox Yarn in a heartbeat. But I couldn't decide between the two of them, and then she posted this mini skein kit, and both of the colors were in it, so I was like, I'm just gonna buy that. So I did. Yeah, so that's that. It's a little tight in my chest. This is Woolen Boon in the Buffy colorway, which is my other stash enhancement that I will show you right now. Woolen Boon, I am obsessed with her yarn. Hey Sister ladies got me obsessed with her. This is her Boon Classic in the Buffy colorway. The speckles remind me a lot of Druzy Rising, who is a dyer that I miss dearly. I can't wait for her to come back. But yeah, so this is this most beautiful pink with all of these amazing speckles. I don't know how dyers get speckles like that because I'm obsessed with it. Yeah, so Woolen Boon, this will have to be something special. I'm playing around with ideas for my Find Your Fade shell. I really want to knit it just because everybody else is. So this is probably going to be my base. And I might dye like a bunch of stuff around it and use some stuff from Stash. So I think that's what that is going to be. So there's that. This is Lolo Did It in Pretty Little Zombies. This is Woolen Vine Yarns in Yarn Pimp X. This is a Homespun House in Birthday Cake, I believe. I have a mini skein thing from her. I'm not going to show that because that's a spoiler. Okay, and then this is Madeline Tosh Neon Peach. Is that all I knit? Oh, and then this is, everybody should have their Gilmore Girls Yarn Club by now. Just saying. So, this was my last installment. I dyed a skein, on my squishy, is it squishy sock? I think it's squishy sock. My squishy sock base, which is my MCN. My sister's texted me about wedding shoes. Okay, so, yeah, so this was I Smell Snow. Mine came out much more white than everybody else's because this was my prototype. And It's called I Smell Snow because of Lorelai's obsession with snow, and I am Lorelai when it comes to snow. And let's be honest, all of us should want to be a Lorelai and not a Rory. Just put it out there. Rory sucks. Okay. Anyway, but this, I drew inspiration from like every time she ever said I smell snow, but also the first episode in the reboot, they're wearing the like pink coat and the tan coat. Rory's in the tan coat, Lorelai's in her like signature pink coat, and everything just has that blue winter tint, and so that is what that is. The skeins everybody in the club got are much more blue and pink, which I'm sad that I don't have one of those, but I still love this. So yeah, that is all I put in my blanket. I'm almost done rounding off. I just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more squares before it is a rectangle again and not missing things. I think I'm still gonna go wider because I think I want it to be the width of this couch, which is like the 3-person sofa, and it's almost there. I think I need like 5 more blocks on this side, and then I'll start building down. So yeah, so that is my Cozy Memories blanket. I'm still in love with it. Just other knitting has taken priority. So yeah, and everybody starting the granny stripe blanket is making me want to start one, and I think I'm going to after the wedding, just because I don't know if I've talked about this before, but my first kind of like dipping my toes into the fiber arts was with my grandma Elstone. So my dad's mom, she was an avid crocheter. She dabbled in knitting, but she taught me how to like chain and single crochet. I remember how to chain. I do not remember how to crochet, but kind of to like, I want to learn how to do it, just kind of to be close to her kind of thing. Yeah, she made, I'm really fortunate to have a granny square blanket that she made. One of my aunts found it, and I got to keep it because she passed away a few years ago. So like I have that. I have a this adorable like rust orange color pillow that I'm obsessed with that she made. And at my house, we have this beautiful cream Afghan that she made, and I love it, and it's beautiful, and like that's what my grandma did. She brought crochet with her everywhere, so like I think I want to do that for that. And then I also want to learn how to quilt because my other grandma quilts, and she made a quilt for mine and Doug's wedding, and I'll show it to you when I get it. I don't get it until the wedding. I'm so excited to see it. I haven't seen it yet. She is an amazing quilter. It's not as intricate as it used to be because, I mean, her hands can't do the same things anymore, but I'm so excited. So I think I want to learn how to crochet and quilt, and that's kind of like my goal for 2017 is just to do those 2 things. So there's that. I don't know why I'm very ranty today, but I am. But my Cozy Memories blanket, it's still, I love it. I love it, love it. So there's that. Is that all I've been working on? Yeah. So I have a few future whips. Put this over here. So Christmas Eve cast on. I already talked to you about the other hat, so I was going to talk to you about, but Christmas Eve cast on with little bobbins. I've done it for the past 2 years, and I intend on doing it this year. My goal is to have, this is driving me nuts, it's like falling off. My goal is to have the tie done. I can whip out hats, no problem. So my goal is to have the first tie done so that all I have to do is do the second tie and the last 2 hats, so that I can do my Christmas Eve cast on and kind of knit all Christmas Eve on that cast on and not feel guilty about it. But what I'm going to cast on is my Life in the Long Grass. This has been a bucket list yarn for a really long time And when I got it, I was so excited. So this is Life in the Long Grass in the rose hip color. It's a 75-25% super wash merino nylon, and it's gorgeous. I have a mini in my blanket for my friend Kelly. Yeah, I love Kelly. Her taste in yarn is amazing. I don't know if you're watching this, but hi, I miss you. We haven't done a swap in a long time. We should do one soon. But yeah, so Life in the Long Grass, rose hip. I'm obsessed. And that is gonna be my Christmas Eve cast on. I think I'm just gonna do vanilla socks. I'm kind of craving pattern though. I did cast on with a skein of my own hand-dyed yarn in the rattle colorway, and I have the ribbing done, and I think those are gonna turn out to be mercury socks. Yeah, because I have to figure out honeymoon knitting too. I'll plan that when I'm done with wedding knitting, but I need to figure out what I'm gonna knit on my honeymoon. But Life in the Long Grass rose hip is gonna be my Christmas Eve cast on, so that's really, really exciting. What else am I planning on casting on? I think I've talked about all of that, and I've talked about stash. So if you are not interested in Stress Knits shop news, then that's perfectly fine. Go ahead and turn it off here. I will see you hopefully before the new year, and because with quitting my job at Barnes & Noble, I have opened up a decent amount of time. So I think I will be able to podcast one more time and talk about goals and all of that jazz that we talk about with the upcoming new year. So yeah, I should be able to talk to you one more time after Christmas, obviously, but one more time before the new year or just after the new year. So I will see you then. And if you are interested in Stress Knits, let's chat. So, I have started doing Yarn of the Month clubs. I'm actually going to leave signups for January up. I was going to take them down yesterday, 2 days ago, but my yarn shipment isn't arriving until Friday, so I won't be able to dye anything until Friday. So, I'm just gonna leave them up until until the yarn gets here, because I'm gonna start dyeing the January club when the yarn gets here, just so that I have it sent out before the wedding and I'm not stressing out about it during the honeymoon. So that is happening. So if you want to sign up for that, do that as soon as you can. Excuse me, I feel a cough coming on, and it's probably going to be not the greatest thing. I'm so sorry. Okay, I have a tickle in my throat. I think it's fiber. So sign up for that. I do put colors in on the listing. So like January is this beautiful mauvey pink, and December was this like green that I'm obsessed with. It's kind of similar to the Venus flytrap green. It has nothing to do with the club colors. I'm just trying to make Stress Knits feel more like my brand, because Doug designed everything for me. He's amazing. He is very talented at that, but it's very him, and so he's trying to help me make it feel more like me, so I'm kind of learning how to do stuff and all of that. So there will be some rebranding coming with the new year. So there's that, but I'm going to show off the December Yarn of the Month Club just to give you an idea of how this is going. So they are intended to be one-of-a-kinds. I'm not writing down recipes. It's a club colorway and it's exclusive, but I do reserve the right, if I love something like over the moon in love with it, to put it in the shop. But it's not going to be like, that's just kind of, you guys got it first, and it is a club colorway, and it's not going to be, I don't know. but there is no guarantee that I'm going to dye it again. I am dyeing the December Club again because I'm obsessed. I'm looking at it right now and I'm in love with it. I kept a skein, like I dyed, what I usually do is I dye a prototype and it will either go in the shop or into my stash if it doesn't work out. But this one did. So if you haven't received it yet, you should have. They went out a while ago. For the December Club, look away if you don't want to see it, and if you do, I'm going to show it in 3, 2, 1. This is called Winter Solstice, and it's appropriate because today's the winter solstice. I actually might cake this up and cast them on. This also might be my Christmas Eve cast on, I'm not sure. Or, I don't know, this might be my honeymoon knitting, but I think I'm going to cast them on today just because it's the winter solstice, and I'm obsessed with this color. I'm going to open it up. I put a skein in a mini in my blanket. I love it. So, what I usually do when I dye things is very seldom do I have something in mind that I want to name it. Sirens are going off. Usually I have an idea of what I want to look like, but I don't have an idea of the name. This one was no exception to that, but when I saw it, the happiness it brought me, like, it's coming up more blue on the screen, but it's a much more minty, wintry color. Yeah, it's much more of a mint than it is a blue. I'm obsessed with it. But when I saw it in the dye pot, all I could think of is walking around downtown Detroit with Doug on the winter solstice and all of the lights and the music and just, yeah. So it just reminded me of the winter solstice, and I love it. I always have to take my ring off when I reskein this. It looks like garbage, but that's fine because it's mine. I love it so much. So this will be dyed again. I don't know if there will probably be like 1 or 2 skeins in the next shop update because I'm in love with it. I ordered a decent amount of yarn. For the next shop update, I will be having Favorite Sock, Sparkle Sock, and Smooth Sock, which I haven't had since my first update. It is the 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. I've been knitting Doug's unaware socks, and it's on that base, and I just really love the feeling of it, so I ordered some, and it's going in the shop. Yeah, so I will be dyeing the next week or two, and listing stuff when Doug and I are on our honeymoon, so that when we get back I can just ship stuff out if it sells. So my next shop update will probably not be until January 9th or 10th, which is insane to like say out loud because I will be a married lady. Sorry if I'm talking a lot about the wedding. It's what's going on in my life right now. Yeah, so if you have any colorways that you would really love to see in the shop, please let me know. You can leave a comment down below, message me on Instagram or on Ravelry, just kind of let me know stuff that you guys are interested in seeing in the shop. If you need ideas, go to my Etsy page and look at the sold. Thank you all for your love and support in this venture. I am taking it part-time. The goal is to eventually go full-time with Stress Knits. How many years that's going to take, I don't know. But I would love to be able to own my own business and just kind of work for you guys, essentially. It brings me a lot of happiness, and watching you guys knit with my stuff is just, it's an unreal feeling, and I could not do it without you, so I just thank you thank you, thank you. You guys are amazing. But with that, I think I've talked enough today, and my voice is starting to feel like it's gonna go. So I'm going to leave you here, and I'm gonna get some knitting done. I hope you guys have the most wonderful Christmas or holidays. Enjoy the winter solstice. Hopefully you're all staying warm, and just have a wonderful, wonderful time.